Come on in to my warm kitchen and we're going to be doing a lot of cooking. So grab a cup of coffee, a pen and a paper, and follow along with me on my recipes for today. Can't you tell it feels nice and warm in here? We have that little bit of a glow with the lights. I'm going to put my camera up here like this. And now we are going to work in the kitchen. So I have different recipes I'm going to be working on. Now some of them are boxes. As you know, now it's time to use up stuff in our pantry so we don't have to run to the grocery store every day. And I've had these. So I'm going to make some pasta salad. And then I found this. So that's going to be for later. I am going to be whipping up a whole bunch of bread dough for tomorrow. I'm making this egg bread, which I make a lot of because we have a lot of eggs. Our chickens are really laying because they're very young. That means they're laying a lot. And as you can see, I'm nice and warm and cozy. I didn't dress up today too much because I thought, well, I'm going to be in the kitchen today all day. And I thought today would be just a nice, relaxing, rainy day. And maybe you would enjoy some of my recipes with me. The first recipe, the main recipe, does not come from me. In fact, I'm going to give you her video at the end of mine. It's a young girl who does a lot of cooking videos. She has a cute little channel. And I saw this recipe and I'm going to give it a try. But I'm going to make sure that in the description box, her channel and her video is linked there, and her video is linked at the end because she gets the credit for it because she's the one who introduced me to it. Recipe is going to be in the description box so you can print it out for yourself. It calls for 1 cup of herb seasoning mix. I have some stove top here. I'm just going to make my stove top because I had it in my shelf. A pound of ground beef, some Worcestershire sauce, evaporated milk, and cream of mushroom soup. I'm going to go ahead and mix all of that up first. I'm having some of my children over tomorrow and I have a lot of cooking I need to do. I paid $15 for this ground beef, which I know is not cheap. Oh, it's almost 5 pounds, so that's not too bad. Well, it's pretty bad, but in today's prices, it's not too bad. I am going to use half of this for this, and then I'm making sloppy joe with the other half, which I've done many videos on, which you probably don't need to see that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mix up these burger bundles, and then we're gonna go on to the next thing. Okay, so let me tilt my camera down. Woo, here you go, everybody. The first thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and make this on the stove, and then I will come back to you with everything assembled, and then we'll start on the recipe. All right, I'm back. So we have the stuffing mix. It's already mixed, ready to go. And now you're going to divide the 1 pound of ground beef into 5 different balls like this. What we're going to do now is we're going to take one of these and we're going to pat it into a hamburger shape. Let me show you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pat this out. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some of our stuffing in the center, like this. Then we're going to take our hamburger meat and we're going to form it just like that. Then we're going to put it onto our casserole. All right, so now we have them finished. Now we're going to add, it's 1/3 cup of evaporated milk to 1 can of cream soup. Now, preferably you want to have cream of mushroom soup, I did not have cream of mushroom. I had cream of chicken. So I have to use what I have. I'm not going to go buy anything new just for the recipe. So it is 1/3 cup of evaporated milk to 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. We're going to go ahead and stir this really well. To that, we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce and 1 tablespoon of ketchup. Now we're going to mix this all together, and then we're going to pour this on top. We bake it uncovered for 45 minutes. All right, so we're going to put this in the oven. We're going to put this in the oven for 45 minutes. Now we're going to switch gears, and I'm going to be working on my other food that I want to work on today. So I'm going to mix this stuff up. And the pasta salad is being cooked right now, and we'll see what else I have to do. So if you're interested in making bread, I have full tutorials on this recipe. I will share that at the end of this video, so that way you can see it. It's no use I go into step by step every single day because I do this almost every week. So I'll share with you that video at the end of this one. I am going to be making this bread. Now, the food I'm cooking today is not just for one meal, it's for a couple meals this week. I tend to do things like this. I'll do it in batches. So if I'm going to spend the day in the kitchen, I'm going to spend the day in the kitchen enough for a couple days worth of food. So we have that in the oven. The sloppy joe is being sauteed right now. I have the water boiling for my pasta salad. And now I'm going to get this bread started. So I don't bake in my bread machine. I just mix everything up in that. This is a really rich bread. As you can see, it's calling for 4 eggs. Right, the sloppy joe is made. I need to let it cool off, so that's done. The pasta salad's done. Now we're going to making this, I don't know what you call it. It is a cinnamon swirl quick bread. So we're gonna go ahead and make that. The other meat is almost finished. And the bread is rising. I'm gonna put that in the refrigerator overnight. So now we're gonna take a break. Whew, take a deep breath and keep moving on. So we are going to be making this, and it's basically like a cake mix. It says we add some vegetable oil and a little bit of water and 2 eggs, and we mix it all together. This is amazing. This is a dough. This is to mix dough, but this mixes cake mix really nice. So I'm just gonna whip this up and put it in the bread pan, and then I'll say goodbye to all of you in just a little bit. All right, it absolutely smells amazing. I cut one in half. I'll eat that one for myself just to make sure it was done. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put them on here on the foil tray. And I'm gonna plate up this one for hubby. And we'll add some pasta salad. This has lots of vegetables in it. Now we should have some peas. I'm gonna see if I have some and quick cook some peas up because I really do like to have color in my food. There you go, everyone. I have the bread still rising, and I also have the cinnamon bread in the oven. So when that's done, I'll just show you a picture of that. But we have to give it a try. Let's see what it tastes like. All right, so this is the cinnamon swirl, and this is the bread. Yum, yum, it looks amazing. I am not going to cut into it because it's hot, and I want to keep it nice for when the family comes tomorrow. But there you go, everyone. After a long day of cooking in the kitchen, and I have a lot of dishes, I realized that I'm out of dish soap. But I want to share with you what I do. I make homemade laundry soap by 5 gallons at a time. This homemade laundry soap I use for dish soap. I take a little bit of this concentrated dish soap and I put this in the bottom, and then I go ahead and fill it with my homemade laundry soap. This is laundry soap, this is dish soap, this is soap to clean your floors. It's just about everything. It's really, really amazing stuff. So let me show you what I do. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little of the store-bought stuff in that's really concentrated. You don't have to put much in. And now I'm gonna fill it with my dish soap. Now we're gonna fill this just enough that I can still shake it, because I have to shake it each time before I use it. It really goes quickly if you just tap the bottom of it. All right, that's all we're going to do. This gives me plenty of room so I can shake it. This stuff is amazing, and I even have hard water. And there you go. I'm just going to shake it up really well. Smells so good too because it has some lemon essential oil. That's how I save money washing my dishes. Amazing. Joelle, you're right. It is an amazing recipe. If you would like to see Joelle's channel and the way she makes it, please link on right here. If it doesn't come up, wait a second, it will. And right here I have her video where you can click on it and you can let her know that Tessie sent you. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.